Got it.
Thank you.
And I'm just waiting for Verizon to say it's 7 o'clock. Hmm. 7 o'clock it is. Okay, this is the Town of Wellfleet Zoning Board of Appeals meeting is in session. And our first case is 2120 Gannon, 206 Holbrook Avenue, map 14, parcel 161, application for a special permit under Wellfleet zoning bylaw 6.1.5.1b to construct a 48-inch wide pathway replacing the existing one for safety and proper access to the rear of the property, which is in relation to a proposed deck, which is within the side setback. And this hearing was continued from August 12th to now. And I'm going to set the board, and the board for this one will be Manny, Will, Mick, Trevor, and Jan. I'm going to sit this one out. And so I think, is it Mr. Lytle who is going to start? Are you the presenter on this?
No, Madam Chair,
You're Oyer.
I'm
Okay.
helping the second hearing with
Okay.
Joanne Oyer.
Okay. Ms. Ducat, are you the presenter on this one?
No, Madam Chair, she is not. She
is not
working with the Oyers as well.
Interesting.
That is correct.
Somebody here for it.
So there's no one here for it?
Nope.
Chris, do we know who is supposed to be here for it?
Ambrose put together the application, I think.
Yeah.
It was Cape Associates.
Oh,
right?
Cape Associates, yeah.
Cape Associates, yeah. So.
And I've talked several times with Mrs. Gannon,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm a little
Yeah.
confused.
Okay.
Notification went out.
Madam Chair, may I suggest that we go on to the second item on the menu and then go back to this
Sure.
at the end?
Sure, we can do that. However, Jan is going to
Well, that
recuse
throws me
herself
way off.
Oh, yeah.
from
okay.
the second hearing. So Jan, do I have?
I will turn, I can come back, Sharon. It's not a
Yeah, you
problem.
can come back. So you can, wait a
Yeah.
minute. This is Jean Campus. This is also the second hearing. So,
Okay. So I'm
yeah,
going to recuse myself from.
okay, you're going to recuse yourself and, should I text you when it's time or?
If I turn off the video and the mute, can I still listen? Is that okay? Or
Sure,
not?
of course, that's
Okay.
fine. Mhm. That's no problem. Okay, so all right, so we're gonna never mind Gannon. We'll hope Gannon comes back in a bit. Meanwhile, we will call 2123 Oyer, 83 Samoset Avenue, map 28, parcel 113. Application for a special permit under Wellfleet zoning bylaw 6.1.5.2 and Massachusetts general law, chapter 48, S6 to alter their pre-existing non-conforming single-family dwelling located on a pre-existing non-conforming lot. The applicants intend to renovate and enlarge the existing structure, a total of approximately 435 square feet, resulting in additional volume within the lawful existing setback nonconformities, no change to the setbacks. The building coverage will increase by only 0.2%. Okay, and the board for this one is myself, Manny, Will, Mick, and Trevor. All right, so I'm not sure who's starting here. We have plenty of people for this case, so whichever one of you would like to start may start.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good evening, members of the board. My name is Jeannie Campus. I'm an attorney with the law firm of Nutter, McLennan, and Fish. I'm here tonight on behalf of Timothy and Joanne Oyer. They are the owners of the property located at 83 Samoset Avenue, and they are the applicants before you this evening. We appreciate your time tonight, and we will try to be brief. I do have with me, in addition to Tim and Joanne, David Little, professional land surveyor who prepared the site plan, and April Ducat, who is the project manager. We are here tonight seeking special permit relief in connection with a modest addition proposed by the Oyers. It totals approximately 435 square feet. Most of it consists of a second floor addition. There are 17 square feet on the first floor, which is a conversion of the existing deck to living area, and that results in a 0.2% increase in building coverage from 10.5%, which is existing, to 10.7%. This is a pre-existing non-conforming structure on a pre-existing non-conforming lot. It's located in the R1 zoning district. The addition will, the existing number of bedrooms is 3. The project will also propose 3 bedrooms. The setbacks will all remain the same. In terms of the considerations you're required to make under your special permit criteria, this project maintains the existing and predominant residential use in the area. As I said, 3 bedrooms to 3 bedrooms. There's no increase in bedroom count. It's not going to result in any new disturbance to the site. Everything is within the existing footprint, and the only addition to building coverage, again, is a result of the conversion of 17 square feet of deck space to living space. The project has been designed to minimize any impact to the views. It fully complies with the building height provisions for the zoning district. And for those reasons, we believe it satisfies section 8.4.2 of your bylaw. A couple of other things I wanted to note is that the project has already been approved by the Wellfleet Conservation Commission. And we were recently made aware of a prior variance relating to the septic on the site. And we have been in contact with the Board of Health regarding that variance to determine whether and to what extent any further action is necessary in connection with that variance. As you all know, the Board of Health has independent jurisdiction over that matter and will of course comply with whatever the Board of Health decides if we need to do anything. So I don't see any reason why this project can't and shouldn't be approved tonight. And along with me, we're all here and happy to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Campus. Okay. Is there anyone here from the audience who would like to speak to this project? Seeing no hands. Chris, have we had any letters on this project?
No.
Chris, no letters.
Madam
Okay.
Chair, if I may, through the chair.
Yes, certainly.
I forgot one thing, and that goes to the abutters. My clients did reach out to their abutters. He can tell you all about it if you'd like, but they were very cognizant of the abutters and reached out and discussed the impacts of the project with them ahead of time.
Apparently the abutters have not felt the need to come or to write. So I guess, their clients reaching out was sufficient. Okay, I can go to the board. Manny.
I don't have any problems with this. I think it's very modest, and the only thing that's really changing is the volumetric increase and the 17 square feet that would count as lot coverage.
Mhm.
So I don't have any problems with this at all.
Okay, Mick.
I'm good.
Retha.
Sounds good to me.
Trevor.
Yeah, I don't have any questions. The only question I did have, which I guess has sort of been answered, is whether the abutter to the south had any concerns, because that's the part of the building that they're adding the second floor onto, and it's only 0.01 feet from the property line, which is about 1.5 inches or so. And so obviously it affects them more than anybody else. But if they're not here and they didn't write a letter, then I'm going to presume that they don't have a problem with it. So I don't see any other concerns.
Okay. Ms. Campus, was there any conversation with that southern abutter that you know about?
Let me have the owner, Mr. Oyer, answer that if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. Mr. Oyer? You have to unmute yourself.
Okay, how's that? So thank you for your time. We have a great relationship with our neighbor to the south, Ms. Solomon, and prior to that, Mr. Shadarowski, who passed away last year, her husband. She visited us, I would say, Joanne, maybe 6 weeks ago. We went over the plans in great detail. We walked around the property. We talked about the impact on her property, and assured her that we would repair any damage to minor plantings. She expressed comfort with the project.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Will, you're muted, Will. You're muted, Will.
No, I have, I went and I reviewed the site. And, I have no problems with this application at all.
Okay. All right. Al?
I also viewed the site. The only thing that confused me a little bit was that the town of Wellfleet notes that there are 3 bedrooms in the existing house, and this other room, I guess it's called a family room, so I don't know whether that constitutes another bedroom. But I think council made it clear, so I have no problems, with it. It doesn't constitute a bedroom, so that's fine.
Okay. And Andy?
I walk by this property all the time because I live near it,
Mhm.
and the others. And as you all saw, these domiciles are very close together and close to the property lines of each one another. And yeah, so it's just what's going to go on top of the garage. I don't think it's going to make a world of difference. So I don't have a problem with it.
Okay. All right. And I don't have a problem with it either, but I do have a question that may be a question for Mr. Lytle. But perhaps you can answer it, Ms. Campus, which is that on February 17th, 2011, we granted the previous owner a special permit to tie the garage to the house. And in the course of those findings, which you were on that board, by the way, Manny, in the course of those findings, we say as finding number 7, the lot coverage increases to 23.4% from 22.1%. And so now, with nothing being taken away, we're saying that we have a 10.5 to 10.7% lot coverage. So I don't get how the lot grew.
I think the difference may lie in building coverage versus lot coverage. David, do you want to respond to that?
Yeah, I agreed. There are 2 different issues, Madam Chair. It is building coverage versus lot coverage. And we are very specific on our plan with those numbers. But with respect to the site, everything that we're proposing is in fact correct. I have not been privy to look at that previous case, so forgive me, but all I can say is with respect to the numbers that we provided your board this evening, I'm very comfortable with the fact that they're correct.
Okay. What is the difference between building? Our bylaw doesn't talk about building coverage.
Right.
It just talks about lot coverage. So I just have trouble, suddenly writing a finding that shrinks the size of the lot coverage in half.
I read your bylaw 5.4.3 has a maximum building coverage requirement. And that's 15%.
That's in the okay, maximum building coverage. Okay, so that's what we're looking at, but then I think we've always, by any chance, Manny, do you remember this case?
I don't. There's been so many. Of course she does.
I just, I mean, I'm looking at,
I
know,
guess I should have looked further.
I'm looking at the gospel according to Vern Jacob, Manny Heiliger, and I don't understand why we
Ma-
would put something in that finding that would be
Madam
so
Chair,
different from this one. So,
Madam Chair, David Little again.
yes, thank you.
If I may, with respect to the zoning compliance table that I provided you on the plan,
Yeah. Mhm.
I addressed the zoning bylaw criteria as I interpreted it, and I can't really comment on the previous application.
Sure.
And I apologize for that.
Sure, I quite understand. I'm just sort of struggling with how to actually put this into the findings such that I don't totally contradict what we've said in the past.
Can I take a stab at this?
Yes, by all means.
This may or may not answer the question. I apologize if I'm
Sure.
speaking to an irrelevant point, but
Mhm.
the prior structure was a house and a garage,
Mhm.
and then there was some structure built to connect the two.
Right.
What we're doing is pushing out an indentation in the back of the house, that's 17 square feet on the footprint, and building above the garage. So there's a 17 square foot addition to the footprint and a 400 some square foot addition to the plan.
Mhm.
I don't know if those facts are relevant or not.
Mhm.
Madam Chair, may I comment here?
Yes.
I'm going back to your reference to Vern signing and
Mhm.
lot coverage. I don't know what lot coverage is, but it's not building coverage. So
Okay.
I'm not,
Mhm.
I'm not sure they actually conflict with one another, since I'm not sure what lot coverage is defined as under the bylaw.
I think we as a board use those terms interchangeably.
I do
meaning
too.
the Same
Yeah.
thing.
That's
Mhm.
true.
I do too.
So how do you
And-
reconcile the findings?
I don't know.
I think,
It
here,
really is a good question.
I think
You know-
here we're, oh, I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead, go ahead, Jean. Go ahead, Ms. Campus.
The bylaw clearly speaks in terms of building coverage, and while that specific term is not defined,
Mhm.
building is, and that's defined as a structure forming a shelter for persons, animals, property, or an activity, and having a roof.
Mhm.
And so I think when you're determining coverage, you take the area of the lot that has buildings on it, and you divide that by the lot area, and that's how you get your building coverage. In some bylaws, there's a different definition for lot coverage, and lot coverage is typically the buildings plus, decks and pavement and so forth. And that may be lot coverage. So that's
Right.
probably where you get the difference, but your bylaw clearly only has a requirement for building coverage and defines buildings as structures with a roof over them.
Right.
I mean, can
Well,
I
what
just
is
ask
what
a
is the
question?
size of this lot?
Yeah,
It is approximately 1/4 of an acre, Madam Chair, 10,672 square feet.
Okay, and what is the
Yeah.
square footage of the structure that's on there?
It's 1,186 square feet.
Okay,
And we are proposing to increase that by 17 square feet to 1,203.
103. Okay.
now, can I ask a question, Madam Chair?
Yes.
Mr. Layat, is any portion of that 10,000 something square feet underwater?
No, sir.
That's all high and dry.
No, we established the lot area according to the zoning bylaw, and my conversations over the years with the building inspector and the conservation agent and health agent.
Okay, so I'm a bit hard of hearing. So no part of your 10,000 so and so square feet is underwater.
No, sir.
Oh, that's fine. That's my only question. That's fine.
Okay. All right. I don't know where my prior board members got these numbers, but I think we just probably have to ignore them. And I think we will write building coverage. So as to
Yes,
not have this
from now
problem.
on.
Right.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah.
But
Building.
Madam Chair, I've never been terribly concerned with inconsistencies. You know, I've suffered through many of them during my days as an attorney. So, you know,
Mhm.
we learn
Okay.
professionally to forget those things.
Okay. And so at the moment, and given the R1 district, this is conforming as to building coverage and remains conforming as to building coverage.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm just not going to talk about building coverage at all. One way to deal with it.
Brilliant.
Does anyone else have any more questions? If not, then I need a motion to go to findings.
So moved.
Okay, Nick, I need a second.
Second.
I'll second it.
Okay, I guess Manny got there first. All in favor,
That's all
Will?
right. That's all right. He's quicker than I am.
Will? All in favor. I'm going to you first for all in favor.
Oh, aye.
Trevor,
Aye.
Manny,
Aye.
Nick,
Aye.
and myself. Aye. Okay, this is what I have. The lot is in the R1 district. The dwelling is lawfully pre-existing non-conforming structure, having been built in 1992, according to the assessor's office. The existing nonconformities regarding the structure are inadequate lot area, 10,672 square feet, where 30,000 is required. Intrusion into the front setback, 17 feet, where 30 feet is required. And intrusion into the side setback, 16.1 feet and 0.1 feet, where 25 feet is required. There will be a 435 square foot increase to the volume of the building. The addition to the structure will be constructed. Is this true entirely on the current footprint? But
Yes.
yeah, okay. There will be no change in use. The use conforms with the objectives of the R1 as stated in Wellfleet zoning bylaw 3.2. There were no appearances or correspondence in support of or in opposition to the application. The roads, drainage, and other public services are adequate for the project. The project has received approval from the Conservation Commission Board. Conservation Commission. I'm going to take out the Board of Health because that is pending. The alteration will not be substantially more detrimental to the neighborhood than the existing non-conforming structure. The board has found that pursuant to Wellfleet zoning bylaw 8.4.2.3, scenic views from public ways and developed properties have been considerately treated. Reasonable efforts have been made to minimize the visibility of parking and service areas from public streets, doesn't really apply, but, and traditional public access to or along the shoreline has been maintained. After considering the district objectives for the zoning district as provided for in Wellfleet zoning bylaw 3.2 and the relevant criteria set forth in the Wellfleet zoning bylaw 8.4.2, the board finds that the benefits of the proposal will outweigh any adverse effects on the town and the vicinity. Questions, changes? Anybody?
I'll make a motion to approve the findings.
Okay, I need a second.
Second.
Any seconds? All in favor, Will?
Aye.
Trevor?
Aye.
Manny?
Aye.
Mick?
Aye.
And myself, aye. And I need a motion to grant the permit.
I'll make a motion to grant the special permit.
And I
I'll
need a
second it.
Okay, all in favor, Will?
Aye.
Trevor?
Aye.
Manny?
Aye.
Mick?
Aye.
And myself, aye. Okay. You have your building.
Thank you very much. Is it absolutely pouring in Truro right now? Because in Orleans, it's a deluge.
It's pouring in Wellfleet where we are.
Wellfleet.
I know how confusing this can get, but yes, it's pouring in Wellfleet.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Have a good
Thank you,
night.
guys. Have a good
Thanks,
evening.
Good
everyone.
night. Okay, welcome back. All right. So we can say goodbye to the Samoset people, but do we have anybody left for Gannon?
Miss,
I'm
so
baffled.
we can't we proceed without them?
Do we have Janet Frazier is speaking for this? one?
Janet or Brian, we have somebody named Janet, then we have Janet Frazier and we have Brian. I don't know if either of them is speaking for the Gannon property. So
Here's Janet.
this is Janet. Janet, you are muted.
Sorry. I'm not, so, I know she submitted an application to add a deck onto, Lisa is my sister. She owns the property.
I see. Now, are you here to present for her or
No, Brian, her son is also here.
No, I'm here. We're not here to present on her behalf. I think she was supposed to have some representation here, but I guess.
we thought
We
so
thought-
too?
We thought Cape Associates was presenting for her.
Yes, I think we did too. So, but they're not here. I don't know what we do in that case. Do we just move to continue to the next meeting? I think they ought to have a
That's what-
chance to, I think they ought to have a chance to present. So,
Yeah, Madam Chair, I guess we have two choices, is to dismiss the matter
mhm,
or continue it. And I would suggest we continue it.
okay. All
We
right.
Thank you,
cannot
Dad.
make
Thank
any
you.
Madam Chair, can we make any comments on this before that or not?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. If we're going to continue it, I don't think we can. Yeah.
Wouldn't.
But we have to vote to
no,
continue.
it's a-
We could have,
can-
yeah, we would have to vote to continue. We're at
Need
the
a
moment,
motion.
we're in a limbo stage.
Before we vote to continue, we can discuss it. We can open
we?
it and discuss it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we haven't opened it. We can discuss it. All right, Manny, go ahead.
Well, I just have a problem with the side setback from the 4-foot, I don't call it a path, I call that a deck, to the sideline.
Mhm.
You know, you can see it's 25 feet on one end, but they don't tell you exactly what it is where that 4 foot comes in. And you can
Right.
see that the house is tilted towards that sideline.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I know.
think we should have,
Well, I mean, no neighbors have opposed it.
No, no, no.
And basically it
No, we're
helps
not.
her.
We're not really
Whoa,
hearing it
whoa,
right now. He's
whoa.
just raising that question. So,
Oh, okay.
okay, you know.
just so that you could
We
come
want your,
prepared next time.
so there may be something that Cape Associates needs to
Right.
bring along to
Exactly.
answer that
so-
question. That's why he's raising that may be.
Madam Chairman,
Yes,
I don't understand at all what Nick is, what Manny's talking about. I'm looking at this.
yeah,
And all I
Yeah.
see are, I don't see a deck. I see steps going down a hill. Where
But
do you
the-
see a
to the
deck?
second deck. You have a walkway. It's not a walkway, actually.
Yeah.
Right here, look,
That's-
this, that.
But the deck isn't before us, right? I mean, there's no deck before us.
I think that's his point, is that it needs, that the deck is increased and therefore it should be in front of us.
Madam Chair, I would say that the applicant's representative, I guess, gave us precious little information. I feel that we got lots of information that probably Conscom got, but nothing that has actual setbacks, the front setback.
Right. Right.
I don't,
Just,
as
right.
far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned, it's just a walkway that's in front of us, and the deck is a whole different issue.
Mhm.
Dan, if I
I
might,
don't think
Okay.
the walkway is even, I don't think the walkway is even really relevant, but the deck certainly would be.
No.
So-
Yes, right,
Exactly.
right.
Can I just comment? There's a screen house now on the basement level.
Yes,
And what my sister is looking to do is construct a deck over that in the same footprint.
Yeah,
Right.
Except it's not in the same,
We
footprint
understand.
because it expands out around the corner where the porch does not.
Well,
now.
the corner is only expanded by an access to her parking. She's an older person and is looking to have easy access to her parking space. And so it's a very narrow part that brings her down to her parking. And it hasn't, the neighbor to the right, if you're facing her house, has actually written a letter in support of of her doing, construction. And it is very narrow, very intrusive. And the deck is directly over the screen house, which is already in existence.
Ms. Fraser, I think the problem here is that we're not actually talking about the merits of the project. We're just trying to actually understand what is before us as a zoning board, because because pathways wouldn't be, but an extension into the side setback would be, and we can grant or not grant a special permit for that. But we think the plans are such that we don't really understand what we're looking at. And so
Okay.
that's part of the problem. I don't know if we have the letter from the abutter. Chris, do we have the letter as well? So just so.
Right offhand, I don't have that in front of me, but
Okay.
several
Okay.
emails that I
Okay.
made contact with both Cape Associates and Mrs. Gannon on that we did not have adequate paperwork.
I know you've been telling them that all along.
It
So
was not
Madam
adequate.
Chairperson?
And
Yeah.
Cape Associates just didn't get back with me on it.
okay. So
Madam
Mick, did you?
Chairperson, yeah,
Yes.
I'd like to add that I'd like to make a matter of record that the applicant's representatives did not show up.
Yeah.
Because it's poor form for us to come out on a rainy night or do whatever we're going to do, and they're not even bothered to show up. And I think we need to make a record of that because it's a disrespect to the zoning board in general.
Right.
And they should be here. They should know better.
Right.
They're one of the biggest companies on the Lower Cape, and they're supposed to be better than that.
Sorry. Madam Chairman,
Yes.
and I'm still really confused because when they said pathway, I'm thinking they mean these steps going down, and I'm thinking,
Right.
why are they even talking to us about that? But if they're talking about, if what Mick's talking about is this.
That's what I thought
Yeah.
at first. But when you look at the plan, the plot plan, and then you look at the picture that they drew of the house and everything, you
Mhm.
can see that there's a 4-foot deck that connects to the deck that will go over the porch,
Right.
or
Right.
once the porch is moved, the deck would go in that place, but it's
Mhm.
4 feet bigger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't know
And
what's
that's-
going on here.
And
Right.
this,
And we need the
this is brought,
setbacks.
hi,
So,
this
Madam
is,
Chair,
If I could just say, Madam Chairman, the steps down or would they be considered a pathway? I mean, It-
No.
simply to help my sister get to a parking space. It's very narrow.
Is that what they mean by the pathway? Just those steps going down? There's already steps there
Yes.
now.
It's
There's
just steps going down.
There are steps there now, though.
They are,
so
yeah.
That look
This
Yes,
is-
new.
there are. There are steps going down. It enhances the existing steps going down.
Okay. Yeah, but
well, Madam Chair, I
Yes.
echo Jan's comments, if you can hear me.
yes.
I
Yes.
think we need better drawings.
Yep.
Because it's not clear, certainly wasn't clear to me,
Clear to me.
what we were looking at, what they were proposing. So
Right.
I would, and I know Chris has apparently had some communication with Cape Associates and said that they
Mhm.
need better paperwork, but I hope she's specific as to what she needs. And
If you
also,
don't mind, if you
I
don't mind,
would-
my,
I'm sorry.
her son, Brian, is, I think,
Yeah.
speak.
Yeah, before he does, let me just finish. I don't want to keep continuing this matter, and I would put a condition on the continuance, that this will be the only continuance,
Mhm.
but it's not, I'm not on this panel, so I'm just suggesting.
Madam Chairman, may I say one more
Yes,
thing?
yes. Ms.
Just through you, the issue isn't with what's being proposed. It's just that we don't know what's being proposed and that we need
Exactly,
a representative here to explain to us.
exactly. Exactly. Now I have hands from Brian and from Will.
Yeah,
So
no,
Brian's had his up longer, so
Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay, I'm Brian. I'm Lisa Gannon's son,
Mhm.
and I'm very familiar with the property. And first of all, there's landscape steps that go down today to the
Yes.
bottom, and the initial plans were to build a deck and have steps that went straight to the backyard. They made adjustments to that where there's currently hedges that abut the house on the side, which is about that 4 feet walkway, which would allow, instead of the landscape steps to go down and then back up the steps to get onto the deck and in through the back door, it would be, you go along that pathway and can directly access the deck, so you can walk in the back door and use the back door as the main entrance rather than the front entrance, which is on the main road. There's very high traffic on that road, and I know she's very concerned about my children. I have a 4 and a 6-year-old entering the house from the front because there's very high traffic road and they drive very fast there. But I just want to make a comment that, as far as, being a punitive measure against my mother with regards to this project, her representation didn't show up. She's been very nervous about this and asked myself and her sister to show up to make sure Cape Associates did the right thing. And the fact that they didn't show up is really concerning. And I know that she's been a little nervous about this whole process because she's elderly and she's not familiar with this process. And I know that, she's even made mention to me. She's like, I don't know, I'll just sell it if they don't let me do this or something like that. Like, so I'm just asking that not to take punitive, a record against her because her representation didn't show up. She just hasn't found great representation. If you do have people that would be better to represent her in this matter, would, welcome that input. But they didn't show up, and we're very surprised that they didn't show up. And she was very eager to get people to show up, and asking myself and Janet to show up on her behalf, just to make sure Cape Associates did the right thing. And the fact they didn't show is very disappointing for all of us.
Right.
So
Sure.
that's just my comment.
Yeah, I certainly understand. Will.
Yeah, two comments. I'm sure, just to address Brian's concern. I'm certain there's no one on the board that's going to hold the property owner responsible for an obvious mess up.
Okay, thank you.
So,
Thank you.
and then the second thing, a more substantive one. I would really like to see a before and after drawing on this project. What is in place now? If I look down from above, what's in place now, and then what does it look like as an as-built? So, just a comment there.
Yep. Okay. All right. I think I need a motion to continue.
I will make a motion to continue.
Okay. And second?
I'll second.
Okay. And
Oh, to continue to what?
to I guess to the next meeting, September, what is it, 23rd? I believe.
I don't believe that they will be ready.
You don't think they'll be ready?
No, because that would
No.
only give them 1 week to do. all
Okay,
of it.
you're right. You're right.
So our
right.
next
So-
meeting would be 18th, I believe.
October 14th. October 14th?
Yes.
Okay. All right. It's a motion to continue till October 14th. It's been moved and seconded.
Before we go any further, do we want
Sure.
to? Andy did say that we were going to make this one continuance for this particular project due to.
Well,
Associates not showing.
I'm sort of reluctant to take it out on the owner.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why I
that-
just want to
that-
make sure we
that goes
talk
right
that out.
against
You
what
know, I mean,
said,
I
for sure.
am annoyed, but I think that my annoyance at Cape Associates is much less than the owner's annoyance at Cape Associates. So I'd like not to have her.
Okay.
you know, that's all. I mean,
I
I
don't wanna-
I certainly share Andy's feeling, but you know,
I don't want to penalize her either, but we don't know, we have no idea why Cape Associates isn't here. That's
right.
the
I know.
point.
I know you don't want to penalize her. I know.
I
But
didn't mean it that way.
yeah, I know you didn't.
I'm penalizing Cape Associates if anyone.
Yes, exactly. But the end result is that
I understand
you
that. Yeah.
know, the one whose axe is really gored could be the owner. So and now I didn't really set the board because we didn't really call the case. So I just can call on everybody to vote on this.
Thought
So
you did.
no,
Yeah.
I didn't because we didn't start the case.
Okay.
No,
You did, I think.
Oh, yes, I did. Okay,
You
then
put
I'll
me
call
on
the
it.
people. All right,
Manny,
good,
Will,
good. I'm
Nick,
glad. That way I
Trevor,
don't
and
have to call
Jan.
on everybody. So all in favor, Mick,
Aye.
Jan,
Aye.
Will,
Aye.
Trevor,
Aye.
and Manny.
Aye.
Okay, all right. So we will continue this till well, you know, Chris, the other thing that could help now is we actually have a building inspector.
Oh,
We do.
So yes, we do.
What is
Mr.
their name?
Chris? Vic,
He's only acting Victor Staley. And from
What
what
is
I
it?
understand,
He was a building inspector
he
before.
does not shoot
Right.
from the hip. He goes straight by the reg.
Oh, my
He's
God.
the
Oh my
building
God.
inspector in Brewster.
Yeah, he's back in Wellfleet.
Yeah.
Oh my
He
God.
just retired from Brewster.
back in Bruce. So he
Used to
can.
be the Wellfleet inspector.
Yeah, years
So
ago. Years
You
ago.
can
Yeah.
say as our first request, we would like him to straighten out Cape Associates and the
I will-
Gannon
Yes,
case.
indeed.
I will, that was gonna be my recommendation as well.
Right.
No better
yes,
man than Victor to do it.
Yes, right.
Okay.
I missed his last name. What is his last
Staley.
name?
Staley.
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 Mhm. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right, thank you. We'll
All
we'll
right.
see you October 14th,
Thank
I
you. We'll
guess.
see you October 14th.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Mr. Gannon and Ms. Frazier. All right.
Okay.
We had already had one case. We have a case for September 23rd. Now we have at least one for October.
Yeah.
Thank you all. I appreciate it.
Yes, sure. Good luck. Yeah. So I think a couple of newsy things. One is that there seems to be a settlement in the Payne Hollow case from forever for the affordable housing. And so that permit is going to be remanded back to us to accept the deal that the abutters and the court have worked out, and that one may actually get built. So,
Well,
and the Outer Cape Health Pharmacy is coming back for a change because we wanted to put up a sign that said no left turn. And apparently it is legal to make a left turn there, although not advisable. How you have a legal left turn with all those yellow lines is a mystery to me, but
right.
but at any rate, so that one's coming back as well. But so stay tuned. We have lots of interesting cases coming back.
Okay, we have meeting minutes from August 6th.
Yeah. All right. So I need a motion to approve the minutes.
Moved.
I
And the
distribute
second, that
them?
was Trevor. And second,
I'll second it.
and Will second it. All in favor. Manny,
Aye.
Nick,
Aye.
Andy,
Aye.
Jan,
Aye.
Will,
Aye.
Trevor,
Aye.
Retha,
Aye.
and Sharon, and Al seems to have disappeared. So we'll assume he thought we were done. So now I need a motion to adjourn.
So
So
moved.
moved.
Okay. And a second,
Everybody.
Everyone's motion.
Everybody
Everyone's
That was, it was triple move.
triple move. Right. And that one, I'm not going to roll call. All in favor.
Aye.
Aye.
All right.
All right.
Good
Thank
night,
you,
all.
people.
Good night,
Thank you.
all.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Chris. Good
Night.
night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Um,
Never a dull moment. Hey, Chris,
No.
Chris, you can stop the recording, then maybe you can reconnoiter as to what needs to be
okay,
done
let
next.
me,